today with another video. But before I get started on all the details, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you aren't subscribed to my channel already. And if you are subscribed, please make sure to turn those notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Now today I'm going to be showcasing this braided wig. Of course, I'm going to make sure to leave all the details down below in the description area for you all that may be interested. My first time working with this company, I'm going to make sure to leave some unboxing right here. But the name of this company is Jaliza Braids. I'm out of the box last week to let it just kind of sit on the mannequin head because it did have some little wrinkles from it being in the packaging. And I want it to be nice and straight without having to do anything to it. But this will be my first time trying boho box braids, and that is what the ends of this hair is looking like. Really nice and pretty. To get into this cap construction, you get 2 combs on the side. You do get a comb in the back, you get adjustable straps, and you get this adjustable elastic band. This is the lace area, which is a full hand-tied lace, so it creates the scalp look. But we're gonna see what everything looks like once I put it on. I noticed that they added some baby hairs in the nape area. Also added some baby hairs in the front of the hairline. I went ahead and cut off the lace in the nape area. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my straps. I pray this fits my head because y'all know I have a small head, so sometimes with these type of wigs, they can be a little bit too big, and I'm hoping that I don't have to go in and do anything crazy, so I'm gonna adjust that all the way. And then I did notice that the baby hairs are all the way around. I just thought it was the nape area, but no, it's all the way around the wig cap. So I definitely feel like I could have adjusted the elastic band part a little bit more, like all the way, but I was a little scared too because I didn't want it to come off looking too snug. But if I cut the lace off and I just feel like it's still too loose, I'll go ahead and adjust that. But this is what the hair is looking like. The boho part is human hair, and this company decided to use human hair instead of synthetic hair because with the boho braided wigs that use synthetic hair, you're only able to use it once and then it always looks a mess. So they said, let's fix that up for you. Let's give them some human hair so you can make it last as long as possible. So we're gonna see how this performs as I'm styling it, but as I'm running my fingers through it, it feels really good. The unit doesn't feel too heavy on my head, which is really nice, because if you are somebody who does not like to sit for braids and you like to switch up your styles a lot, the last thing you want to do when it comes to a braided unit is that it feels super heavy on your head. But we're going to get into this hairline because there are some things that I personally will be fixing up, and that is this area. This feels very thick, and it's crazy because it doesn't feel as thick on this side, and it also doesn't look as thick on this side. Versus right here, it's a lot. So I am going to go in and tweeze some of that out because I just feel like it looks a little bit too crazy. Even if I decided to swoop it over and cut it down, it's just too thick and it takes away from the hairline. Now the braids on this are very neat. So they did a really good job when it comes to these braids. I'm gonna bend down a little bit more so you can see that. Like the parting space and everything looks very neat. It's laying down super flat. I don't notice any hairs or anything popping out. I don't notice any frizziness or anything. They took their time when it came to braiding this unit, and I am gonna have to make sure to cut around this really carefully so I don't end up cutting into the braid. Look at the knots. I feel like on camera it looks blended in well. It looks like scalp, but I feel like the knots could be just a little bit lighter in my opinion, so they don't come off looking too dark, at least on my end. But like I stated, once I do everything, we'll see how that is going to look. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this and play around with it, and of course I'll be back to tell you guys my final thoughts, and of course so you can see the final look. Installing this unit, and it's really cute, y'all. The hair, baby, the hair have not tangled and caught yet, and the pieces that did, I just ran my fingers through it so easily. The ends on this hair, let me see if I can get up close. Let me see if I can focus. Okay, the ends on this hair, y'all, looks so good. And even if you dry it out, I would probably just spray like a little bit of water and it'll probably bounce back into place. But the way that I've been running my fingers like throughout this hair and just kind of keep doing this and like the styling, I haven't had no issues at all. And the hair on this, like I said, feels really nice and soft. I'm getting a lot of frizziness, except for in the areas where I've run my fingers through the boho part, but it doesn't look crazy at all. There's not any flyaways going on at the top. Like I said, everything is laying down really nice and flat. I did do 3 style options, and my favorite one I would say is this one because I still like a little bit of hair in the front, but then I want some of it out of my face, especially with this summer heat coming up. And then the length on this, you guys see how long it is on me. I'm only 5'2" for reference. So if you do not like some long hair, then you might want to skip this. However, I do feel like even though it is long, the density on this is perfect. I don't feel like it's heavy. I don't feel like it's dragging me down. It's not making my neck uncomfortable or anything. It's a really good density. Go ahead and take this off and tighten the elastic band all the way so it can fit more secure. And then when I was cutting off the lace, I was like, oh my gosh, I really don't want to have to go on the side and cut off that braid. Y'all, I was trying to do everything that I could to not end up cutting it off. I was tucking it behind my ear and everything, but it just did not lay right. So here are the 2 braids that I did cut off, okay, right here. And I had to be really careful because I did not want to cut anywhere else on the lace. So take your time when doing that. However, don't be afraid to cut off a braid if you need to in order to make it sit very flat. As you guys can see, it's sitting above my ear with no issues. Now you could probably see a little bit of my sideburns, which I need to tuck back in, and of course it's a different color because I did color my hair recently. But everything is laying good. I don't have any issues now. The only thing that I had to do was add a bobby pin in the back on each side so that it wouldn't flap up. You probably can't really see this side, but I think this side is kind of lifted up a little bit. There it goes. Not too bad, but I had to add a bobby pin right there so it wouldn't move around too much. You could achieve a high ponytail with this if you wanted to, but because it's not super snug back here, I did not want to have to worry about adding too many bobby pins. My olive oil wicker spray to lay the lace down. It melted down with no issues. And then I went in and I also tweezed down the hairs in the front because the hairs were a lot, especially on this one side. They were too thick. So I went in and tweezed it out, and then I cut them down, and then I went in with my olive oil mousse to style the front. Now, if you do not want to worry about any baby hairs, you can just take them all out, or you can see if on the website they offer to not even put them on. Kind of played around and swooped it over and did some little swirls so it can still look natural, but it still looks really lightweight and not heavy, which is what I like if I am going to do baby hairs. And also I did have to put some powder into the very front part to kind of camouflage those knots. Now on camera, I feel like it's not showing as much. However, when I did take my pictures in the front, I do feel like the knots are a little bit more noticeable. So hopefully they'll go in and bleach them down just a little bit more, because I can definitely tell in my natural pictures, especially like when it gets to the side. And then as far as the lace goes, I believe this is transparent lace. They do offer an HD lace option on the website, so I personally would probably try to go with the HD lace. Now, I will say the lace didn't give me any issues when I was taking my pictures. It was just the knots. And then also on the website, they offer this in the square base, or you can get the triangles like I have. HD option is only square base, and they offer you 24 inches in length and also 36 inches. And they offer 2 different other color options if you feel like this is just too dark. The triangles do not bother me at all. I will say right here on this side, when you try to like pull it back into a ponytail, it just seems to be a little bit more bulky because it's more hair right here in that area. But that's not really a deal breaker for me. Overall, I think that this does look good. Also, when I turn around to the back, I feel like the lace area looks really good if you wanted to do a ponytail. They're still full enough to where I feel like it's not going to show as much if you do not want too much scalp showing, because I have definitely done some braided wigs where when you turn around, it looks really good up here, but in the back it kind of looks like it's balding a little bit. But you're not going to have to worry about that with this, because I don't want anybody getting confused, because I know I keep saying human hair. Please keep in mind that the boho hair and also the baby hairs at the front and around the perimeter are all human hair. However, the braided part is synthetic fibers. So I'm not mad at that at all, because it keeps the cost down low and you don't have to worry about the boho hair looking a hot mess. Let me know what you guys think about this unit, okay? She is cute and I love the boho, okay? I have not gotten braids in years, like sat down and got braids in years, but the wigs definitely help me to keep the look. If I want to, I can take it off, I can put it back on, and I can just go on about my business. If you are feeling this unit, I am gonna make sure to leave all the links down below in the description area. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.